What I find extremely funny is when you go on YouTube and you type something in like how to get rich online, or how to be rich, or how to become financially free, or how to become financially independent. And you'll see the vast majority of people talking about this subject are actually talking about nothing. They're just talking out of their ass. And when you actually look at what each of, like, every single one of them do, they give this advice to you people, to you watching the content, and they make their money from you watching their content and buying their course or buying their whatever. I don't sell any courses. I don't sell anything for the masses. I just give them my advice on this channel for now. Maybe in the future I'll sell something, but I refuse to create motivational content and aspirational content just to get views, just to get people to look at my content. I want to change lives. This is different. So, what are we going to talk about today is what every single one of these people that is now rich, thanks to you, does in their spare time. Because I've been around a lot of people, a lot of rich people, a lot of people that have more money than I do, a lot of people that have a better work ethic than I do. But I've also been around people that have a worse work ethic than I do. So I'm going to define, based on what I've seen and what I've noticed, what that looks like. How rich people behave on a day-to-day basis. First, and which is most obvious, they take care of their health because they understand that if you do not have good health, good condition, physically and mentally, it's very hard to make money. Unless you're a degenerate and you make your money from gambling online or gambling at a casino, which is quite rare, and I don't really recommend it. The point of being rich, and I see these people always saying, this is how you get rich in X country, or this is how you get rich now, or today, or whatever. And most of these people say something motivational so that you get this sort of emotional hype that puts you on the roller coaster, and then you go through it, and then at the end of the video it just comes back to the starting point because you don't actually get any actionable steps. So what kind of actionable step does it look like in your own life to take care of your health? First off, you need to be eating good quality food. This is what I've been writing in one of my notebooks recently, so it's pretty fresh in mind. So you need to be eating good quality food, so organic food as much as possible. Reduce the amount of processed garbage, sauces, sugar, extra salt, any of that. Just reduce that as much as possible, and only eat organic food that you can find in the wilderness, not something that you can process in a fucking factory, okay? Second thing, you need to drink a bunch of water. Very important. Your body is mainly composed of water, so if you're dehydrated, you're gonna feel low energy. Third thing, you need to get sunlight. So what am I doing right now? I'm recording a video on the balcony when there's the sun, and you can go for a walk in nature, which I heavily recommend as well. You can go outside, you can work outside, you can work out outside, all these things, but you need to at least get 30 minutes of sunlight on your bare skin every single day. And the last thing, which composes the top 5, is you need to be doing some kind of exercise every single day. So you need to be working out, going to the gym, or going on hikes, going on walks, going on runs, going for a swim, going for any and all kind of movement is extremely important, because humans for the longest period of time have been just outside in the fields working and just moving stuff, picking stuff up, putting it down, and just doing a bunch of activities. So this is extremely important. Those 5 things are the things you need to keep in check. So make a checklist of these 5 things. So food, water, sunlight, gym, and fucking, what did I say? Let's go over every single one. So, good food, water, sunlight, movement, and did I actually say 5? We can include sleep. Sleep is extremely important. You need to be sleeping at least 7 to 9 hours, 7 to 8, 9 hours tops every single night, so that you are top tier energy. That's extremely important. So those are like the bare basics of what every single rich person actually does in their own life to take care of their health. Now, by doing all these things, your mental health is going to be completely fine, because the sunlight boosts your morale, your mental health. You feel like you're doing stuff. When you're moving, you're doing exercise, you feel like you're being productive. When you're eating good food, your mind feels like really good. When you're drinking the water, you feel hydrated. So your spirit heightens. This is really important. And so that would be like the bare basic foundation. Now, we go a little bit deeper and we find something that most rich people do is actually something that is divided between the types of the individuals. I'll explain this in a second. So, in terms of the rich people, you get 3 types of rich people. You get the inheritor, which has inherited all of the riches from their family, their loved ones, their friends, their connections, and they've inherited something from somebody. They haven't really worked hard a day in their life to acquire what they have at present day. Okay, so this is number 1. Number 2 is the lazy rich guy, which the lazy rich guy will always seek to find a way to gamble, or to make a quick buck, or to get easy quick, or to get easy faster or easy, and he won't necessarily look at the hard truth, hard work. What kind of thing can I build? No, he's looking at, where can I make a quick buck? Where can I steal the money? Where can I cut costs? Where can I get rid of people? Where can I, whatever it may be, fire people to make an extra buck? Whatever it may be, to fill his own pockets as much as possible, okay? And the third type of rich person is somebody who works extremely hard from sun up to sundown to maximize his profit and to minimize his losses as much as humanly possible. Now, you already know, most likely, which of the 3 you might be able to fit in to. If you were to say, hey, I want to become rich, I'm gonna start working on it. Most people that are not rich from the start need to become that third guy here. So the guy who works extremely hard to build something. But some people will fall into the second category of becoming a scumbag and basically just stealing money from people and cheating his way to the top. This is always going to be a recurring pattern. So be careful who you take your advice from, because the people who are here, most of them sell courses on how to get rich, sell courses on how to become better faster, whatever it may be. There's a lot of people who sell here bullshit, snake oil, not like stuff that isn't real. You're basically helping them become more rich, and you're never going to be able to replicate what they're doing unless you embody exactly what they're doing as well. So you basically have to think for yourself, okay, which of the 3 do I fit in with? Am I actually an inheritor? Do I have anything to inherit? Maybe in a couple years my father and my mother die and I'm going to be able to inherit something. Maybe. I don't fucking know. The other thing is becoming a scumbag. Now, I don't recommend becoming that type of person, because you're basically trading all of your morals and ethics for money, which is not very interesting, okay? You don't have any substance, and there's a lot of people that are gonna cut you out of their life. Like, for instance, somebody like me. I'm a very hardworking individual, so I would prefer teaming up with people in that third category, because I don't want to associate myself with the people in the second category. And this is going to be the same with most rich people, okay? Most rich people don't want to associate themselves with these two categories. They want to associate themselves with this category because it's easy to control, okay? Most people who are inheritors don't know what they're doing, okay? This is the problem. So maybe somebody who inherited a company, somebody who inherited a fortune, somebody who inherited some investing company, whatever fund, whatever it may be. Somebody who inherits needs to learn how to use that to his advantage and shouldn't just blow it away and just use it whenever and however he wants. Because if you do that, you're going to lose everything and you're going to end up on the street with nothing, and your kids are going to be, if you even have any, your kids are going to be poor. So the point is to become that third guy in that third category. And now, what does this third guy in this category of hardworking guys do on a day-to-day basis? That's what I wanted to talk about today. So not only does he take care of the bare basics, so food, water, sunlight, sleep, and movement, but he also makes sure to use his time efficiently. Not only does he have a very strict, disciplined schedule, he schedules everything out from sunup to sundown, from the first hour of the day all the way to the last hour of the day before going to sleep, so that way he knows exactly when he has to do things, when he has to pick up the phone, when he has to work on his computer, when he has to go to a meeting, when he has to host a webinar, seminar, whatever it may be, okay? Every single day, without fail, he schedules everything out. Now, I would heavily recommend using something as simple as Google Calendar, because everybody uses fucking Gmail, okay? So your advantage in this case is that whenever you get invited to something, it gets shooted over to your Gmail, and then you can chuck that into your calendar very easily. So this is what I use personally, for instance. But there's also other things like I think there's like an app called Notion. There's like apps on your phone, and you can also use a piece of paper if you don't actually have any electronics and you don't really know what the fuck to do, but it's a bit more a bit more unpractical, I mean. So make sure your schedule is taken care of from sun up to sundown. Know exactly what you're gonna do, when you're gonna do it, allocate the time, allocate bonus time, so that way you know you have enough time to finish all those tasks that you set out to achieve. And then that way it allows you to make use of your time in a mathematical way. So that way you don't just let 1 hour slip here, 1 hour slip there, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes here. You're always on point, because if you have your calendar on your phone, it pings you with a notification, hey, 30 minutes left, or hey, 1 hour left, or like, we're doing this in 30 minutes, we're doing this in 20 minutes, we're doing this in 1 hour. So that helps me quite a lot remember what I need to do, and I can just quickly jump onto the next task. So scheduling is important. Now, what does a rich person do on a day-to-day basis other than the bare basics and making sure his schedule is dialed in? Very simply, he focuses on the number one task that is going to produce the best outcome to improve his life. Now, what do I mean by this? Ask yourself this simple, singular question. What is the one task that you can do right now that is going to help you make more money than you did last month? Ask yourself right now. And then you'll find that one task. And don't make a list of a bunch of them just yet. Make just one singular task. And once you've got that task, get it done. Once you've got it done, maybe it's going to take you 30 minutes, maybe it's going to take you a couple hours, or maybe a couple of days. As soon as you've completed this task, what you are going to want to do is ask yourself the same question again. What can I do what kind of task can I accomplish to make more money than I have last month? and then you'll find a second task, and you repeat this process over and 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 over again, and you include that into your schedule. Okay, now you can, thanks to your schedule, put multiple of these tasks backed up one after the other, so that way you don't even have to think about it. You just have to say, look at your schedule, this is the task we're doing, okay, put this aside, da 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 da, boom boom, get it done, crush that. Okay, what's the next one? Okay, boom, other task, boom boom boom, and you just get them done one at a time. You just take one step after the other, boom 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 boom. It's very methodical and method. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking speak English properly, okay? Who cares? But it's very nice to have a clear understanding on which tasks do you need to perform, in which order, and at what time. So that way you don't even have to spend energy thinking about, okay, what the fuck do I need to do now? Because everything is scheduled out. This is why scheduling your day is extremely important. So, if we summarize really quickly, what do we have? For a rich person, it's extremely important, and this is going to vary based on the person, of course. Now, you start your day with the foundation, okay? You make sure you eat good quality food. You make sure you drink plenty of water. You make sure you get enough sunlight in, and you make sure you sleep enough, and you make sure you do some daily exercise or movement of some kind. Once you've got those 5 things dialed in, you'll understand that you have your highest level of energy throughout the day. Now, regardless of how you set your schedule up, if you want to work out later in the day or if you want to work out like the first thing in the morning, that's completely up to you. But everybody's different, and you need to figure out which schedule, which list of tasks in which order work the best for you, so that you can just repeat that and you can become more and more and more productive. And you can, the point is to maximize your schedule, to put the most amount of time towards building those things and executing on those tasks and getting those tasks done that are going to help you make more money than you did last month. So that way, the more time you pour into this, the more you'll be able to actually not only make more money, but also create systems that are going to help you create passive income, and then you can invest, and then you can like double your money, triple your money, whatever it may be. Okay? The point is, if you actually want to become rich, what I suggest you do is you just do more of the things that you know are going to result in more money than you did last month. Now, make sure by keeping those 3 types of rich people in mind to not be the second guy, the snake guy, the liar, the cheater, because if you keep this principle in mind of what is the task that could result in more money for me than it did last month. It could be rob the bank. It could be steal from the poor. It could be rob some old grandma's handbag. Whatever the fuck, okay? But I don't want you to do that. I want you to think honestly and truthfully and in a good way. What can you do to remain a good man and to make more money? This is important because you're going to go through hard things by doing this exercise. You're going to do hard things, and you're going to understand that you have weaknesses that you can improve on. And then you just have to repeat that enough times over a long period of time, and slowly you'll understand that money just appears. The more value you provide, the more money appears in your bank accounts. Boom, 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 boom. Now, it's not magic, okay? It comes from your hard work and effort. At the very start of your journey, you're going to be working a lot. Like me, I've invested in the past 16-hour days, 18-hour days, fucking 12-hour days, whatever the fuck, I don't care. The point is, I want to spend as much time as I can into working on this system that improves my ability to make more money for myself so that I can become rich and more helpful and valuable to the people around me. And if that's what you want as well, make sure you subscribe to check out daily videos. I only give raw, truthful advice. I don't sell any courses to you guys as of now. I'm trying to build the channel, so I don't know if one day I'll have thousands of subscribers or not. I'm not there yet, okay? We only have like 176, I think. So it's a pretty good start, which I do appreciate every single one of you guys having subscribed. It really helps me out a lot. Just think, okay, this is actually something that people care about, so I need to do more of that. Let me know in the comments what you think. It's a beautiful day. It's time to get back to work, and I will see you in the next one. See ya.